I believe Aang can save the world.
Howdy nerds of everywhere, it's me, Shrugpod, and today I'm going to be delivering you a review of Book 2 of Legend of Korra. Now, the thing is that I totally meant to upload the Book 1 review on Saturday because it was the 5th year anniversary of Legend of Korra. I totally meant to do that. I'm completely lying. I did not mean to do that. Let's just get on with the review before this gets really awkward. So, the beginning of the season takes place a small bit after Amon's attack, and so after the council gets taken out by Amon's people, they realize that they can't have a council of people, so they start making a president, you know? And he's in power now. Because we all know how well that worked out in every single democracy movie ever. So Korra is now starting to learn airbending, and she keeps on training and stuff. She's in the mood, and she's all Avatar-y and crap. And so to relax, her father shows up and decides to take her to the Southern Water Tribe. The Southern Water Tribe has something called the Water Tribe Spirits Festival, where they celebrate the spirits because of the northern southern lights, you know, that kind of junk. While coming to this, we get to greet Korra's uncle, Unalaq, and her cousins, Eska and Desna, but shortly after they get to the Water Tribe, they see a new threat, which is the spirits themselves, the entire basis of the festival that they're at. So Korra's uncle knows how to defeat these spirits, and he says, I'll teach you, but you have to do something for me. So he takes Korra to something called the Spirit Gate, which is the bridge between the spiritual world and the earthly world, which the Avatar is the gap between. But Korra's being deceived. What she doesn't know is that when she opened the gate, that brings it one step closer to harmonic convergence. So Unalaq wants to unleash an evil spirit called Vaatu, who the good spirit is called Rava, and Rava is inside of Korra, and it all makes sense in this huge long backstory, but Unalaq is trying to free Vaatu, and he wants all the evil spirits to destroy the world, he wants to take over the world, blah blah blah, evil bad guy stuff, you know? And so, it's up to Korra to take down Unalaq and Vaatu before harmonic convergence happens. Now, along the way, we get to see Asami's business get taken over by some guy named Varric, and then we also get to see some more love triangle stuff. Oh boy. Back to me talking about Vaatu and Rava and the old Avatar stuff. We actually get to see the first Avatar named Wan. Get it? Wan, you know, it's funny. And we also get to see how the Avatar was created. Now, I would go into depth a little bit more, but I think you better just go watch it yourself instead of me explaining it, because I can explain it in words, because it is really cool. This season has a great story, and the plot builds a lot better than the last season. And it's probably the biggest that it's ever gotten in the entire series of Korra and an Avatar. And the writing, there's a lot less awkward writing this season, but there's still some that's left to be desired, and I don't really want to go into detail with that, because that kind of ruins the entire purpose of this. Because I've already gone over what some of the awkward writing did to the first season, and so I don't really want to go over that again, because it's still present here in the second season, but not as much, and so it's not that big of a problem to me now. So something that you'll notice is that there's some characters that are introduced this season, but they're not really important to this season, and they're more relevant in seasons 3 and 4, so I'm not going to go into too much detail to some characters, but I will talk about some major characters that get introduced here, so I'll start off with those. So the first is Tonraq, who is Korra's father, and Senna, who is Korra's mother. They're pretty cool, and they're the leaders of the Southern Water Tribe. I don't really have too much to say about them. They bring problems to Korra that we didn't get to see with Aang, because Aang didn't really have any parental figures, and so Korra has to deal with this problem in her conflict, because they are pretty evident to be relevant during this season, and they are pretty important to the plot during this season, and so we get to see Korra's inner conflict about how dealing with her parents becomes a problem. Next is Unalaq and his children Eska and Desna. Now, Unalaq is the main villain guy, and man, this is such an original plot, I swear. He's just trying to free an evil spirit and take over the world. Mind blown. Unalaq is a master of waterbending, and he's trying to become the leader of both water tribes. But that thing that makes him evil. Maybe. Eska and Desna are interesting because they're also master waterbenders, but at the same time they're not the main villains because they're kind of on the fence about being good or bad. But the main reason that I like them, because they're not really interesting, but the main reason that I like them is because of their interactions with Bolin. Bolin becomes a huge part of Eska and Desna's lives, and Eska and Desna kind of like get to meet Bolin. Bolin gets attracted to the girl. I don't know which one's which. Put in the comments if you know. Bolin gets attracted to the female, and then they're gonna get married because the girl kidnaps Bolin and forces him to marry her, but then he runs away, and she gets really mad. And the very ending of the episode where she chases after Bolin is super funny, and I really like that. The other character is Varric, because Varric is honestly really funny. Every single communication, every single interaction, every invention, and everything that he does is so huge and bombastic. He kind of reminds me of Kamina from Gurren Lagann. And everything that he does is part of his quick wit and sarcastic nature, and I absolutely love it. He's kind of also like the Chandler Bing of Avatar, because you don't know what's going to come out of his mouth, and him and Julie are amazing together, and I absolutely love every single scene with Varric in it. Once again, Studio Mirror shines as we get to see the amazing Spirit World for the first time in Korra, and it looks absolutely fantastic. This is a perfect look for the Spirit World. I have not seen something so pretty in a while, because animation when they're going through the Spirit World is absolutely beautiful, and I love how it looks. Every single fight scene this season was also getting a little bit better. It's not that season 1 was bad, but season 2 made it just a tad bit better. Also, spoiler alert, you got 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. So basically, there's a huge fight at the end with giant Korra and giant Vatu, Unalaq, Vatala, I don't know. But they have a huge giant battle, and it looks super nice because I'm just blown away by it. I think it's really good. And so, we get to see all that, and every single facial expression, because we know for a fact that Legend of Korra is inspired by anime and stuff, but in the facial expressions, they get better! Holy cow, they get so much better, and they're so funny. I think I have a few pictures just like randomly on my phone of Legend of Korra faces, because when I was watching this, I was sending them to Haruji Jr. while I was watching it, and it was really funny. And I absolutely loved it. Studio Mirror, once again, did amazing, and they were the only animation studio this time around, too. Season 2 shines. It's a little bit brighter than Season 1 because of its animation, its character development, and its plot development. There's not as much awkward writing, and I really do appreciate that. Season 1, I felt like, was just a little bit of the creators getting back into the swing of things, because it wasn't as great as Avatar: The Last Airbender, and that made me kind of sad. But they're getting back into it, and Season 2 showed that very well. And this is true because Season 2 is freaking awesome compared to Season 1. This may be a small review, but that doesn't mean that Season 2 is any less better than Season 1. Season 2 is actually better than Season 1. And you'll see that in just a second. The sense of danger, the Avatar lineage, and more history and mythology to it, and the characters that were made this season were all transferred over and just made a little bit perfectly. A little bit perfectly in this season. And I really like that very well. And so, the only complaint that I have is, once again, the awkward writing. See, I didn't really have this problem with Season 1 because it wasn't as evident, because there weren't relationships in Season... I mean, there wasn't any relationships in Avatar: The Last Airbender that I know of when the show was going on. I mean, Yue and Sokka kind of had, but that was good! That was good. I liked that. But, I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing, but I thought that the awkward writing was bad. I'm getting off track. But Season 2 didn't have it as bad. That's not the point. So, with that in mind, I'm going to give Legend of Korra Season 2 a 9 out of 10. So, if you want to buy it, buy this right here. I mentioned this in the last video. This is a really good deal. This has 4 seasons, 52 episodes, for $25. I got this I got this actually for a little bit more expensive, but that's because at the store that I usually buy my shows at, it's kind of overpriced. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know. That's just me. But everything's great. Everything's great. It's got all the special features. It's got every single disc. When you buy the discs for these, there literally is no difference in buying these, and buying them singularly, because there is absolutely no difference. The discs are the exact same. It's just a different case and different cover art and everything. So, but this is a great steal. I would take this. Sorry if this was such a short video. Maybe it's because my other videos have been so freakishly long. I mean, wasn't my first season review like 18 minutes? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the thing is that this may be a short video, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just, and I gave it a 9 out of 10. So trust me on this. It's a good season. Go watch it. So, anyway, if you do want to watch any more of my videos, any more of the Avatar Month videos, and subscribe. Maybe you'll like it. I'm pretty sure if you're here and you're watching this video, then you'll really like the rest of my Avatar Month videos. So go and watch those. Follow me on Twitter for more updates and stuff. I usually talk about a lot of this stuff on here. And I totally intentionally meant to upload the first season video on the 5th anniversary of Korra. I totally did. Trust me. Okay, bye!